Okay, what happens when an exponent is 0? Let's check it out. Okay, so let's say we have 3 to the power of 0. What would that equal? So we can talk about this in two different ways. First, let's use our knowledge of exponent laws to prove what this will equal. So let's say you had 3 to the power of 2 divided by 3 to the power of 2. So we know that would equal 3 times 3 divided by 3 times 3, or 9 divided by 9. And we know that 9 divided by 9 equals 1. Okay, we also know, according to exponent laws, when you're dividing two powers that have the same base, you can subtract their exponents. So 3 to the power of 2 divided by 3 to the power of 2 would equal 3 to the power of 2 minus 2, which is 0. And we already proved that that equals 1. So therefore, 3 to the power of 0 is 1. And you can extend that to be any number. Let's turn a number into a variable. Let's say x to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 4. First of all, we know right off the bat that that's going to equal 1. Because anytime you have the same thing divided by the same thing, it always equals 1. So we already know it's going to equal 1. But even if we want to write it out, like, it doesn't matter. Well, I guess this isn't proving anything because I don't know what number this is. But yeah, like x divided by x is just going to be 1. X to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 4, that's just going to be 1. And then we already showed using exponent laws, if we subtracted our exponents, so 4 minus 4, we would get 0. So we just proved, that anything to the power of 0 is going to equal 1. So anything to the power of 0 is going to equal 1. It doesn't matter what number it is. Since I just used x, it could be any number. So anything to the power of 0 will always equal 1. Interesting. We can also show that using, I don't know, we can also show that it kind of fits the pattern. You know, so let's say we had 2 to the power of 4. Oh, that equals 16. 2 to the power of 3. Oh, that equals 8. 2 to the power of 2. 4. 2 to the power of 1. 2. 2 to the power of 0. Let's say we didn't know yet. We just talked about negative exponents. So we know that 2 to the power of negative 1 is equal to 1 over 2 to the power of 1. Or if we wanted to express that as a decimal, 0.5. 2 to the power of negative 2 would equal 1 over 2 to the power of 2, which is 1/4, or 0.25. 2 to the power of negative 3. So you can see like how my pattern would just keep going, like 16, 8, 4, 2, something, half, 1/4. You can see that my values are getting cut in half every time. So it would only make sense that this equals 1, right? Because half of 2 would be 1 if we're following this pattern. So that's another reason anything to the power of 0 would equal 1. It just will kind of fit in with the pattern of what we already know about exponents. So basically, the whole point of this video was to prove to you that any number to the power of 0 will always equal 1. 10 to the power of 0, 1. 2 to the power of 0, 1. 100,000 to the power of 0, 1. Negative 3 to the power of 0, still 1. X squared, y to the power of 4 divided by x to the power of 7. If I put all of that to the power of 0, 1. The end.